So this is find all the zeros. And so you want to look at the factors. Since the leading coefficient is 1 for all of these, you want to look at the factors of this number as try. So it's always try 1 and -1 first. And this one you'd have 5 and -5, and then 25 and -25. But I would start with the easy one. And so then you just do synthetic division, starting with 1. And so then I write my factors 1, 1, -25, -25, and do synthetic division. And if you get a 0 here, then that's a factor. So it's not a factor. So you try a different one. I tried -1. So 1, 1, -25, -25. So bring it down. So you have a remainder of 0. So that means one factor is x plus 1, because -1 makes that 0. And then what's left is always 1 degree less. So x squared minus 25. So you can factor that into x minus 5, x plus 5. So your zeros are -1, 5, and -5. And you can always check your answer by graphing this and seeing where it crosses the x-axis. So this one would cross at -1, -5, and +5 when it, however it looks. That's where it's going to go. I'm just going to skip around a little bit. So again, looking at my factors here, I have a whole bunch of them. 1 and -1, 2 and -2, 3 and -3, 4 and -4. We're hoping that one of these works. So let's try -1 first this time. Bring down the 1. And you get 12, which is not a remainder of 0. So that doesn't work. Try +1. That also doesn't work. So it's just a matter of working your way up. I would start as small as you can. If you have a calculator, you can graph it and kind of cheat and know which factor to use. You probably have to verify it, but you can find the x-intercept. So I'm going to try 2. That does not give me a remainder of 0. Let's try -2. So that does give me 0. So I have x plus 2. And then this is x squared plus x minus 12. And so you're looking for factors. X plus 4, x minus 3. They multiply to give you -12. They add up to 1. So your zeros would be -2, -4, +3. Skip around. This is a longer one, but the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Let's try a 2. So 2, 3, 6, -1, -2, -3, -6. Yes. So now that means one factor is x minus 2. So now I have my factors here are 3 and negative 3 and 1 and negative 1. So I'm going to do synthetic division with those. So I'm going to try 1. So that gives me a 0. So I'm left with x squared plus 4x plus 3. So I know I have this. So x minus 1. And then I can factor this into two numbers that multiply to give me 3 that add up to 4. 3 and 1. So your zeros would be 2, 1. That's these two. Negative 3, negative 1. So it's just a matter of guessing and seeing if you get a remainder of 0. They're all pretty much the same. I'm guessing, remember when you have one like this, it skips a power that when you put your synthetic division, you put it 0 for the x squared. But I still always try 1 and negative 1 first.